I usually don't talk about music on this channel, but I think if this is going to be just a lifestyle channel, I think I can talk about anything. You know what I'm saying? If this is going to be a lifestyle channel, I figure I can just talk about anything, to be honest with you. I want to talk about today, and this is for people who don't do music, who do music, or just people who just want a simple insight. If you want to pursue music, gotta be built for it. And today, we got some things to talk about. Life with Don, let's get to it. This was a topic that I needed to talk about. I think people think that pursuing music is sweet, but they think it's just like it's bread and butter. They think it's so like just easy work. It's not at all. I'm gonna just put it to you like this, man. If you're not ready to feel alone, if you're not ready to get people talking shit about you, laughing at you, then this isn't for you. Now, if you want to do it as a hobby, I mean, that's cool. But if you're really trying to pursue doing songs with people, collab with people, then yeah, it's not for you. And I'm not trying to deter people away. I'm not trying to discourage people. But this is just real shit that you have to deal with. You're going to have nights where you cry. You're going to have times where you share your music and people just pass it by. People close to you won't support your shit. Nine times out of 10, and this is gonna burst your bubble. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna like your music. You know, everybody's not gonna like your music, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Like, if you make music, you know what I'm talking about. How many times have you talked to somebody or just had a conversation with just anybody and they ask you what you like to do, and you say something like, yo, like I like to sing, or I like to make beats, or I like to play the piano? How many times have you got the answer, okay, that's what's up? Like, that used to really irritate me, but it doesn't anymore. But I would like to think people don't mean harm by it. But when you say, okay, that's what's up, I just feel like that's just so just either dismissive, or you're saying it as like, oh, here we go, another guy that does music, right? Which I get, because everybody say they do music, right? But get it, everybody's not interested in the same thing. But I just find it funny that I could say like, yo, like, I don't know, like I like messing with the bras, or I like messing with the thotties, or I like to drink and party. Like, that's gonna get more initiation of like conversation, or lead into a deeper conversation than you saying, you doing music, or you saying you like to lift weights, or you like to travel. You know what I'm saying? I just always found that funny that like people kind of dismiss you when you do music. It's like, okay, yeah, you do music, whatever, right? So you have to deal with that all the time, and you can't get mad, you can't cry. You know what I'm saying? You have to get a thick skin to do this, man. And I respect, like, I know people play these guys, bro, but I respect rappers, even though they can be irritating to work with. But I respect singers, like I said, musicians, engineers. I respect everybody, bro, because you gotta be different and put yourself out there when your shit is not good, to when your shit is like intermediate, to where your shit is great. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with dudes saying, oh, I think you should have did this and the third. You gotta do a lot of shit. And people who don't do music don't realize that. And that's just the life of being a musician, man. Everybody's not, like I said earlier, everybody's not gonna like your music. Everybody's not gonna be interested in what you do. and use it to get around like-minded people. Um, and to be quite frankly, I see so many artists cry about people not supporting, people not sharing their shit. But it's like at the end of the day, bro or sis, you gotta get somebody to give them a reason to support your shit. And you gotta understand, just because you share every day on Instagram and blah blah blah, that don't mean you're gonna get a million views. And above anything, your goal should just to be to share good music, and the right audience will find it. But I want to kind of segue back into the whole support thing. That's the biggest thing you have to get out of your fucking brain, is that people close to you, friends, family, and it's not dissing, but the more and more you do music, the more and more you realize that a lot of these people that listen to music, some people are just casual music listeners. Like, just because somebody listens to Michael Jackson, right? That doesn't mean like they're a huge music lover. They could just like Michael Jackson's music in a way it connects to them. But that doesn't mean there's some music mafioso that knows what a inverted chord is, or knows that that's a dominant chord. Like, regular people don't know that shit, and I think that's one thing musicians kind of, it's hard for them to bridge that gap. But regular people ain't looking for that shit. Like, people who love R&B, like, they don't be knowing how complex some of these R&B chords be. It just sounds good, right? And that's all that matters at the end of the day. But my point is, people have a sound that they like that they don't realize. So, like, for instance, like, I like to make rap music, right? I like to make R&B, but I can notify when I can notify a good rock record. I can notify a good pop record, because I love music. I know what to look for, right? Average person can't do that. So when y'all think that people are gonna love y'all music, you have to get that shit out your head, because they already have a predetermined bias of what they like. So it's gonna be hard for them to listen to your shit and see the benefits in it, see the beautifulness in it, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, stop asking people around you their opinions on your music. Like, they can give you opinions, but if they give you shit like, oh well, that sound isn't hot, or yo sis, like, I think you should do more like Summer Walker. You sound so much like Aretha Franklin right now. Stop listening to them. Like, I'm not saying don't listen to them, because they can give you maybe a consumer point of view, but if you just listen to a bunch of people, you're going to drive yourself crazy. And you just have to deal with the fact that a lot of people, even people close to you, just ain't gonna like your music. Like, maybe they won't say it to you, but their actions and the way they, react to your music, it's gonna show you, bro. A lot of them ain't gonna like your music. You know, a lot of people listening to music are infatuated, or their outlook on music is so predetermined by trends, bro. It's just like, come on, man. Like, um, I can play an old school record and people gonna be like, "Oh, what the hell is this?" Right? Like an old school rap record. But if I play a certain artist from today, they gonna start nodding their head, because I don't know, man. Like, it's just like I said, like, people have already a predetermined on what they like. So when I say that to say, if I make R&B music, why the hell would I get an opinion from a dude who listens to fucking trap music all day? Yeah, he can identify maybe a good R&B record, but he's not listening on a daily basis, so he might be like, yeah, it's cool. That's just them. They don't listen to the type of music, bro. So that just is what it is. So you have to get used to people not liking your shit, even people close to you, man. Like I said earlier, this is just like doing music. People not gonna like your shit. People not gonna support you. They definitely ain't gonna support you until you make it, until you work with a major artist. People think that musicians are fucking millionaires, or that you have to be a millionaire to be successful, but it's people who make Music, people who make 60,000 from music are completely happy. I would be completely happy with that, right? So it's that aspect. People care about more about clout than actual skill, and let's just be honest. And I kind of noticed that applies a lot to like rap, but that's a whole conversation for another day. But I feel like the real musicians are making money, the teachers, session players, because at the end of the day, they can make music. They don't need to make a record per se to make money. They can play for somebody. They can make a loop. They can teach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the real musicians at the end of the day make money. If that makes sense to y'all. Like, they don't need, like I said, they don't need to make records or type of records to have a way of life or to live. So that's like a misconception too with the music uh, career thing. But um, I know I'm rambling, but it's just like, yeah, man, like that is like the consensus of being a musician. You have to deal with this stuff, right? You have to deal with rejection. I've cried over this shit, man. Um, I've gotten one major placement in my 10 years making beats. Some of it's my fault, some of it's just luck. But I say it to say a lot of people that y'all see, or if y'all want to do music, these people ain't just wake up getting placements, man. Like, I know you see it now more younger guys, but it's like, what if they flame out in 2 years? No, like you have to develop. Like, this shit is hard, especially producing, playing an instrument. I would say playing an instrument, producing is very hard. Even engineering, it's taking these guys blood, sweat, tears, decades to get to where they got to. I feel like I'm just getting to an intermediate level of that I can make any type of record, and I've been making beats for 10 years since I was 19 years old, 2016 to 2026, and I'm still learning new stuff. You're always learning. So, um, I just want to close up with, yo, if you make music, keep going. Fuck what everybody else think. And I mean that like vividly. Fuck what everybody else think, man. People gonna tell you you're not gonna make it because you don't do this type of music or you don't play this type of guitar. Fuck what they think, man. Like, and it's no disrespect, but it's just like they think they know something to be a musician because they're looking from the outside in, but they really don't. They don't see they don't see when you feel uninspired. They don't see when you have to pay for shit, the rejection you get, people telling you suck, right? And just the plethora of things you deal with. But if I leave you with anything, man, and I'm not even perfect, I would say just put your shit out there more. Get on the gram, get on TikTok, get on YouTube, and just practice every day and share your art. Practice and share your art. We have like a something to compare it to over time. Just keep doing that. And I don't know, learn theory, get a teacher. Like, just do the stuff that will be able to separate you from a lot of people. And I'm gonna do a part two to this, but that's what being a musician is really like. Stressful. It's it can be hectic and all the above. But I'm gonna leave you with what if you do music and whatever you do, just always think about what you do this for. And it damn sure better not be for money. Because there's so many other things you can do to make a quick buck. But do this because you love it. And when you get to a certain point, don't ever let nobody disregard or try to downplay your worth. This is Life with Don. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.